Overhead squats. Second time ever doing these. First time out last week. This time it was super fun. This has been the sort of, I don't want to say most rewarding, but one of the most exciting things. I don't really know how to do them. This gym, I feel uncomfortable dropping the weights in this commercial gym. I mean, I do it from time to time if I need to, but I don't know. I just don't. I feel like like when I feel the technique, as I like you can see, I'll pop the weight overhead, and then you can see me sort of trying to secure the weight, pinching the shoulder blades together, and trying to just sort of lock my arms in the appropriate position to get a nice steady hold. And just the technique is so satisfying to feel my body like working on that. And I feel like this is just like such a rudimentary portion of like a full range of Olympic lifting type stuff. This really has given me an itch to get some real coaching in the Olympic lifts, which has always been sort of um, an area of insecurity for me because I haven't had any coaching. I've like messed around somewhat with some stuff on my own, um, and I've had some friends kind of show me some things here and there, but I always feel more comfortable when I find a quality teacher, and then I'll go, take a week for a, intensive deep dive or some such thing. But yeah, these are tremendously fun. Um, I don't feel like this is all that heavy for me, but obviously when you're watching this, like my body's just like quaking. I'm not accustomed to this type of this type of position, the way my back and my shoulders are working here. Oh, dude, I'm just shaking all over. But it doesn't. It definitely feels like. And then oof, that cannot be also that can't be the right technique. I need to just drop the weight when it gets that heavy. So uh, anyway, I'm just kind of all over the place. The technique is super fun. I am not good at it, but this has given me a real itch. Look at all this shaking. Has given me a real itch to learn this more seriously. So don't be surprised if sometime in the near future I start getting more into Olympic lifting. I'm going to go find a good teacher so I can really learn how to do it the right way. But anyway, I forgot to say what I was doing here. Built up to a 1 rep max with a 5 second hold in the bottom, and then dropped the weight 20% and did 3 quick reps with the overhead squat. Uh, the 1 rep max that I went with, I stopped at 150 is where I started to reach technical failure last week. Made it up to 165 this week without any failed reps, and I definitely feel I could have gone heavier, but the it's just so taxing on my shoulders and my back that I felt like a conservative approach is definitely the right thing when I'm learning something new like that. Um, so then we went from the overhead squats, and I was very mindful of my grip challenges that I had yesterday with the rack pulls. And so with the farmer's carries here, or the farmer's walks, I went with a very thick fat grip. Did four alternated 45-second carries on each hand 4 times consecutively. Then we moved from the farmer's walks to pull-ups and rows. Agonist superset for the back here. My grip was pretty roasted from the farmer's carries. I keep using farmer's carry and farmer walk interchangeably. Same thing in my mind. I don't know if there's actually a difference between those two things. Are those different exercises? I don't know. Whatever they are, the thing that I did, the farmer thing, was very taxing on my grip, and I could barely hold on to the pull-up bar, and this was also very difficult. And I was really feeling it in my shoulders doing this as well. I think I stopped after 2 sets of this. I was just feeling some unpleasantness in my right shoulder particularly, and I think that was just from the overhead squats. And it was nothing like dangerous, but that auto regulation and taking care of myself is a thing that I'm working on with this program, trying to develop that skill. So my instinct, as I was feeling this, was to just keep working and say, don't be a sissy, just do it. And then in a George Costanza, like I feel like that episode of Seinfeld where George does the opposite. I think that's what I need to start doing in the gym, like where he's like, "Oh, hi, I'm George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents." Like the opposite of his of whatever his instinct is. That's what I'm going to start doing in the gym. So if my instinct is, "Oh, just keep working," I'm like, "Nah, I'm Tracy. I'm an idiot," and stop. So anyway, this just worked back to the overhead squats here. My video loops. I'll become better at this editing stuff. But anyway, what I didn't say before was that these overhead squats are also a nice break for my legs. Like I'm still getting some squatting here, but it's much more taxing on my shoulders and back than it is on my legs. So I still get that squat motion. I still have some challenge in my legs and my low back in particular with this position. But it's not, I'm not just taking myself to the brink of insanity and staring into the abyss like on the other days. Anyway, that's it.